Jungkook secretly supports Lisa? The evidence discussed by fans makes you goosebumps. There are moments in the world of K-pop that seem almost too small to matter. A brief gesture, a song recommendation, a coincidental timing, or even a familiar movement during a live stream can pass unnoticed by millions of people. Yet when the names involved are Jungkook of BTS and Lisa of Blackpink, even the smallest detail can suddenly become the center of an enormous online conversation. Recently, fans once again began discussing the possibility that Jungkook may have been quietly supporting Lisa from afar. The discussion has spread rapidly across social media, with fans examining old clips, recent livestream moments, song choices, and seemingly coincidental details that they believe could carry a deeper meaning. However, there is an important distinction between what fans speculate and what has actually been confirmed. There is currently no public confirmation from Jungkook or Lisa stating that Jungkook has secretly supported Lisa in the way some online theories suggest. What exists instead is a fascinating collection of observations that fans continue to debate. The renewed attention is partly connected to recent online discussions surrounding Jungkook and Lisa. A report published in August 2026 noted that a viral TikTok comparing actions during live streams had reignited previous speculation involving the two stars. The similarities included small movements such as handling or accidentally turning a camera, details that some fans interpreted as strangely familiar. Koreaboo. For casual observers, such moments might mean absolutely nothing. Live streams are unpredictable, and celebrities often repeat ordinary habits without realizing that millions of people are watching. But for dedicated fans who have followed Jungkook and Lisa for years, these details can feel different. They remember previous moments, compare timelines, examine screenshots, and place seemingly unrelated events side by side. That is where the mystery begins. One of the most intriguing aspects of the current discussion is that fans are not necessarily pointing to one dramatic piece of evidence. Instead, the conversation has been built around a collection of small details. One moment alone may be meaningless. Two moments may still be coincidence. But when fans place several moments together, they begin asking whether there could be something more behind them. This pattern has appeared before. Jungkook has repeatedly found himself at the center of speculation whenever he posts music, discusses songs, or makes seemingly ordinary updates online. In 2025, for example, reports described how his song recommendations became the subject of renewed speculation involving Lisa after fans connected the timing of his posts with Lisa's activities. At the same time, other fans pushed back against the interpretations, emphasizing that song recommendations do not automatically reveal someone's private feelings or relationships. Pink Villa. That disagreement remains essential to understanding the latest story. For some fans, the possibility that Jungkook supports Lisa is not necessarily romantic at all. They interpret the alleged clues as signs of professional respect, admiration, or simple encouragement between two artists who have reached extraordinary levels of global success. Lisa has established herself not only as a member of Blackpink, but also as a major solo performer, while Jungkook has built a similarly powerful individual career outside BTS activities. Their careers have repeatedly placed them in the same global conversation. In 2026, Lisa's name became connected to the FIFA World Cup after reports and rumors surrounding her potential involvement generated significant attention. Indonesian media reported that speculation about her participation quickly spread online, although at the time there was no official confirmation from FIFA or her agency concerning the rumor described in that report. Lifestyle SIND1 News. The wider World Cup entertainment discussion eventually became even more significant, with reports about Lisa and BTS appearing in the same global event conversation. That naturally encouraged fans to compare the two artists again, particularly because both represent different sides of K-pop's extraordinary international expansion. pladunya.tvrenews.com. And perhaps that is why the current theory feels so powerful to fans. It is not simply about Jungkook and Lisa. It is about two artists who have become symbols of global K-pop success. Two performers whose every public action can generate millions of views and thousands of interpretations. When their names appear anywhere near each other, the internet often transforms an ordinary moment into a mystery that fans want to solve. But there is another side to the story. The internet has become incredibly skilled at turning coincidence into narrative. A matching gesture can become evidence. A song can become a hidden message. Similar timing can become a secret connection. A casual action can suddenly be presented as proof of something that has never actually been confirmed. That does not mean fans are wrong to be curious. It simply means curiosity should not be confused with certainty. The recent discussion surrounding Jungkook and Lisa demonstrates exactly how powerful fandom analysis has become. Fans archive old footage, compare timestamps, create side-by-side videos, examine facial expressions, and revisit moments that originally attracted little attention. Sometimes these investigations reveal genuinely interesting patterns. Other times, they reveal how easily humans can connect unrelated events when they are already searching for a particular explanation. The most dramatic question, therefore, may not be whether Jungkook is secretly supporting Lisa. It may be why fans are so fascinated by the possibility. Perhaps the answer lies in the enormous public interest surrounding both artists. Jungkook and Lisa occupy rare positions in the entertainment industry where even silence can become a story. Neither artist needs to make a direct statement for people to begin analyzing what they do. Their popularity has created an environment in which every photograph, live stream, song recommendation, and public appearance can become part of a much larger conversation. And once a theory begins circulating, it can become almost impossible to stop. A single fan notices something unusual. Another fan creates a comparison. A third person reposts it. Soon thousands of people are discussing the same detail, and eventually the original context can become secondary to the theory itself. That appears to be what is happening again. Some fans believe the recent similarities deserve attention. Others argue that the details are ordinary coincidences. Some interpret the alleged connection as friendship or professional admiration, while others continue to speculate about a much deeper relationship. Yet neither Jungkook nor Lisa has publicly confirmed the theories currently circulating online. That fact should remain at the heart of the conversation. The mystery is intriguing precisely because it remains a mystery. If Jungkook really has been quietly supporting Lisa, perhaps the most meaningful form of support would not necessarily be something dramatic or publicly announced. Artists can admire each other's work without making that admiration visible. They can celebrate another person's success privately. They can watch performances, listen to music, or simply respect another artist's journey without ever telling the public. That possibility is far more ordinary than the dramatic theories surrounding them, but it is also more realistic. And perhaps that is what makes this story so fascinating. Fans may continue searching for clues. Old videos may suddenly go viral again. New live streams may be analyzed frame by frame. A harmless gesture could once again become the subject of thousands of posts. Every coincidence may invite another question. But until either artist directly confirms the meaning behind these moments, the line between evidence and interpretation must remain clear. For now, there is no confirmed proof that Jungkook is secretly supporting Lisa in the specific way fans are suggesting. What is undeniably real, however, is the enormous public fascination surrounding their names and the extraordinary ability of K-pop fandoms to turn the smallest moments into global conversations. Maybe there is a hidden story waiting to be discovered. Maybe there is nothing hidden at all. And perhaps that uncertainty is exactly why fans cannot stop watching. Because in a world where Jungkook and Lisa can turn an ordinary moment into a trending mystery without saying a single word, sometimes the silence itself becomes the biggest question. The deeper this conversation goes, the more fascinating and complicated the story becomes. What initially appears to be a simple question about whether Jungkook may support Lisa from afar has gradually transformed into a much larger discussion about coincidence, interpretation, fandom culture, and the extraordinary level of attention surrounding two of K-pop's most recognizable stars. The latest wave of discussion did not emerge from a single confirmed statement. Instead, it grew from fragments that fans collected and placed beside one another. Recent reports have described how Jungkook's livestream activity once again reignited old speculation involving Lisa, with fans comparing moments from separate broadcasts and attempting to determine whether similarities were meaningful or simply coincidental. Koreaboo. And this is where the story takes an unexpected turn. Imagine watching a live stream without knowing what will happen next. The idol is sitting casually, talking to fans, checking something on a phone, perhaps laughing at an unseen message. For most viewers, it is simply another ordinary moment. But somewhere in the enormous digital audience, someone notices a detail. Someone remembers an older video. Someone compares the two moments side by side. Suddenly, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. That process has happened repeatedly with Jungkook and Lisa. Fans have previously circulated theories involving similar accessories, fashion choices, song recommendations, and social media timing. One example involved claims about matching rings, which were widely discussed online before fans from both fandoms pointed out that such similarities do not establish a relationship. Money control. The lesson is important because it reveals how quickly an image can become evidence once a theory already exists. A matching item can be purchased by thousands of people. A popular style can appear on multiple celebrities. A song can be recommended because an artist genuinely enjoys it rather than because it carries a hidden message. Even two people performing similar gestures during separate live streams may simply be doing something completely ordinary. Yet fandoms operate differently from traditional newsrooms. Fans do not necessarily need official confirmation to become interested. They investigate because they are emotionally invested in the artists. They remember tiny details that casual viewers would forget within minutes. A moment from years ago can suddenly return to the spotlight because a new clip gives it a different context. That is precisely why the Jungkook-Lisa discussion refuses to disappear. There is also a much bigger reason their names continue to appear together. Both artists have reached extraordinary levels of global recognition. Their individual careers have developed far beyond the boundaries of traditional K-pop promotion. Jungkook has become one of BTS's most visible solo performers, while Lisa has expanded her profile through music, fashion, international appearances, and solo activities. In 2026, that global prominence became especially visible again when BTS and Lisa were simultaneously part of major international entertainment conversations surrounding the FIFA World Cup. Reports noted that Lisa's name was repeatedly compared with Jungkook's previous World Cup performance, demonstrating just how closely fans associate the two artists with global-scale pop culture events. Lifestyle SIND1us. But comparison is not proof of connection. That distinction is easy to lose when social media moves at extraordinary speed. One post appears, another account reposts it. A video receives millions of views. Comment sections become divided. Some people insist that the similarities are too numerous to be accidental, while others argue that fans are connecting unrelated events. Eventually, the original question can become buried beneath thousands of interpretations. Was Jungkook really sending a subtle message? Was Lisa responding indirectly? Was there an intentional connection? Or did fans simply discover two unrelated moments and create a story around them? Nobody outside the artists themselves can answer those questions with certainty unless credible evidence emerges. And perhaps that uncertainty is what makes the theory so addictive. There is something psychologically powerful about an unanswered question. If everything were confirmed immediately, the mystery would disappear. But because there is no definitive explanation, every new appearance can become another chapter. A new live stream can revive an old theory. A new photograph can create another comparison. A new song can send fans searching through lyrics. A new fashion choice can trigger another round of side-by-side edits. The cycle continues. At the same time, the artists themselves continue living lives that are far more complicated than the narratives created around them. Jungkook has his own professional commitments, music, friendships, and personal priorities. Lisa has her own career, projects, performances, and international schedule. Their public images represent only a fraction of their private lives. That is why the phrase "secretly supports" should be treated carefully. Support does not automatically mean romance. Support does not automatically mean friendship. Support can simply mean admiration between two successful artists. Perhaps Jungkook respects Lisa's work. Perhaps Lisa respects his. Perhaps they have crossed paths professionally and developed mutual respect. Those possibilities would not be surprising given their positions in the industry. But there is currently no reliable public confirmation that Jungkook is secretly supporting Lisa in the specific manner suggested by some online theories. And this is where the story becomes more interesting than the rumor itself. What if the most important evidence is not a ring, hoodie, livestream gesture, or song? What if the real evidence is simply the fact that fans continue to pay attention? For years, Jungkook and Lisa have remained two names capable of generating enormous reactions with very little effort. Their popularity means that even accidental similarities can become international discussions. A normal celebrity moment can become a trending topic simply because millions of people are already watching. That phenomenon says something powerful about modern K-pop. The relationship between idols and fans is no longer limited to concerts, albums, television appearances, and official interviews. Fans now participate in an enormous digital ecosystem where they analyze, archive, compare, and reinterpret almost everything. The result can be beautiful when it creates appreciation for an artist's work, but it can also become dangerous when speculation is presented as fact. This is why the current Jungkook-Lisa discussion deserves curiosity without certainty. It is perfectly reasonable for fans to say, "This moment is interesting." It is reasonable to ask, "Could there be another explanation?" It is even reasonable to enjoy the mystery. What becomes problematic is declaring that speculation is confirmed when neither artist has said so. For now, the available information points toward a familiar pattern. Fans have noticed similarities, social media has amplified them, and the old Jungkook-Lisa speculation has once again returned to public attention. Recent coverage confirms that these discussions are circulating, but it does not establish a secret relationship or a hidden agreement between the two stars. Koreaboo. And perhaps there is another reason fans find the story so emotional. Jungkook and Lisa represent two different journeys that ultimately arrived at a similar destination, global stardom. One became known as BTS's youngest member and eventually established himself as a major solo performer. The other became one of Blackpink's defining figures and built an increasingly international solo identity.